Hi, oops, this is Risha, and we can pull a room. But what I was gonna really do is talk about my downloads. Um, what I've been noticing is that a lot of people have been going like tarot reading to tarot reading to tarot reading. You have to. What I just discovered a few days ago, or a couple days ago, or a day ago, I don't remember how my karmics are using my energy. You have to figure out how these people are using your energy and cut that energy and cut the energy and cut the binds. Cord cutting. When somebody says cord cutting, you need to do a cord cutting in a reading. That's what you need to do. But I think people are not understanding the intent or understanding how they do it. There's a lot of not misguided, but misinterpretations on these tarot readings. You know, um, I just discovered how, like I said, I just discovered how they were using my energy and I cut, so it's like you have to be careful what you post if you have social media. You have to be careful on, like I see a lot of people comment on the tarot readings you can comment, but you have to be careful what you say. Whatever you put out, you have to be careful how you put it out. You have to be careful on how you put it out. That's what I had to learn. I just had a spiritual awakening, another ascension, and I love it. It's beautiful. And what I'm discovering is if you want to deliver a message, you have to change how you deliver that message. And whatever you put out in the universe, you have to be careful how you put it out there. Watch what you say in the comments. Watch what you say on live. Watch what you put on social media, because people are drawing your energy from that. Also, too, if somebody calls you, somebody comes over to your house, that's another way they draw your energy. There's a lot of ways in how they can draw your energy. I've been in hermit mode for years. I'm by myself, living with my mom, my stepdad, and my two nephews. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping on the couch. So I've been in hermit mode for so long. I'm not talking to anybody. And nobody called my phone. So the only way that people are drawing my energy is whatever I post on social media, whatever I comment on. That's how they're drawing my energy. So you have to cut that. You don't have to cut commenting on things, but you do have to cut. You have to cut how how many comments you put out, what you comment on, and how you comment, how you sound. If anger is coming out, they draw on that. They don't like you drawing out on love and love, putting love out there, putting something that somebody can actually benefit from. They don't like you putting out that. I just learned that just a couple of days ago. You know, I paid attention. What happened was I usually put these downloads out about AI. They're AI pictures of me. And I put them out with music. I discovered something wasn't right. There was more traffic. There was more traffic to my page than any other time. So then what does that mean? So whatever the content you just put out, they're drawing energy on. And you need to get rid of that. Go into your purpose. If your purpose is meant to guide other people, how are you going to guide? Brainstorm. Because some of the things that we did learn in junior high, high school, elementary, is going to benefit us. Not all of it, but a lot of it. But not a lot of it, but there's a lot that's going to benefit us. Like what happened? What they used to make us do when we were trying to brainstorm for writing a paper. We had to draw little bubbles, get the title, put the title in the middle, and then have little arms sticking out. So then what we had? We had a topic. We had a main topic or a main idea, and then we had a secondary idea, right? Let's go back to elementary. That's how you find your purpose. You find your purpose by doing the work. And so several spiritual awakenings and ego deaths and ascensions. That works too. But also, I didn't really get into my gifts until I found out who my ancestry was. And then on top of that, who was coming out the most? Because I have ancestry with Nigerian, Celtic, Viking. So which one comes out the strongest? The strongest ones are the Celtic and Germanic and Vikings. The Germanic people made the runes. So this is why I pull runes. That's why I cast runes. Because that's what's coming out more than the Nigerian Orishas. So there's a reading right here with Radar, Manas, and Awas. Awas is the yew tree, so that's like death. Radar is journey, travel. Manas, what is Manas? Has something to do. Oh, it's man. It's humanity. So, it looks like there is somebody's overwhelmed with. I should show these. Okay, so Gibo is gift. Belkana is growth. The Empress growth, giving birth. And Laguz came out again. Laguz in reverse is like somebody being overwhelmed. It's like a flood. Radar, Manas, and Iwas. Radar is a journey, movement. Manas is, what did I just read? Humanity. Iwas is about the yew tree. The yew tree is a very poisonous tree. It's about death and rebirth, transformation. It's about that's what it is. This is Gibo's gift. Berkana is birth. So somebody's overwhelmed with what is coming toward them regarding how they will help humanity, right? Somebody's going through the overwhelming, it might be overwhelming to go through a death and rebirth, a transformation. So somebody's, but in the end, it's going to be a gift. In the end, you're going to get, or exchange, which means what you put out, what you learn from this spiritual awakening or the ascension, this rebirth or death that you're going through, what you learn, it's going to be a gift. It's going to be a gift to humanity, right? What you learn from it. And then you can grow and it's renewal, it's growth, but it's overwhelming. And it is overwhelming. It really is overwhelming. But see, that's why there's other things that you need to put into that, which is self-care, self-love. This is how you heal. Going into your shadow is it's not pretty. You're going to learn things about yourself. You're going to learn things about other people that you let go by, that you let somebody talk bad to you. You let somebody do this. You let somebody do that. It's hard. You have to acknowledge that and then hold yourself accountable and then go, okay, what am I going to do now with it? Right? You set boundaries. You start pouring into yourself with self-love and self-care. You can't let nobody take your energy no more. You can't let people hold you down. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Laguz upright, which is emotion. So is somebody getting emotionally strong? Because this is Uruz, and Uruz is about the sacred cow. I'm treating this as a transition, as somebody is transitioning, somebody's moving, becoming more in tune with their intuition and their emotions, right? Because we're then breaking cycles. And yes, it is trouble. But then what is it? It's a spiritual journey, right? The spiritual journey is not easy to deal with, but your ancestors had crowned you because they know you can do it. But you got to do the work. Yes, okay, you're overwhelmed, right? But it's coming. You have to do it because you're a chosen one. This is something that you agreed to do before you were even born. And some people don't understand that. That's why what I've noticed is that life is kind of like a video game, right? You got to choose what your character is. You got to choose what their career is going to be, like game of life, and what route you going to take. Are you going to take the solo career or the solo life, or are you going to go get married and have kids? That which is plugging into the matrix. Because we don't got to do that. I mean, we can have kids and get married, but you have to be careful who you get married and have kids with. Because then that could take you down a whole nother route. Oh, the game of life is good. I didn't even think about that. You have two choices on how you want to do your career. But see, when you get married and have kids, that's a whole nother cycle or whole nother path that you got to take. And if you choose the wrong people to have kids with and get married to, then that's really gonna mess you up, because then you were lost. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't get married and have kids, but you have to be careful who you get married and have kids to. Because if you do, if they end up being karmic, then it's a whole nother path and journey that you got to take. But if you go the solo route where you go to college and take a little time, you know what I'm saying? I think you become But then that's also too making the right choices, right? Think about these board games, Monopoly. I think that's what a lot of life is in the spiritual realm, is a board game. And we got to figure things out, because having ascensions and spiritual awakenings is hard. And you have to kind of figure that out by yourself. Me being in isolation has helped me a lot. But then when you have so much things to do, which I got to take care of my mom and my nephews, then you get bogged down, and then you cannot expand, ascend, because you bog down. So that's why it's saying that you need to come up with boundaries, and where you need to take that time for self-love and self-care, because you need that. And you shouldn't feel bad when everybody should be doing that. Not just you, everybody should be doing that. But it's nothing wrong with you, because you want to do it and nobody else want to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me, because if you don't want to do that, okay, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. Just because you don't want to do it doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it. I'm telling you, you guys need to start putting up boundaries. You guys need to start really paying attention to what you put out there, because people draw your energy and they use it. They can't do that to me no more. I just awakened to that by paying attention, being aware, who is on my account, who's watching this, who's watching that. That's why on YouTube sometimes I don't like not knowing who is liking my comments, because you don't know who's drawing your energy or not. You know, it's time that we get into our spiritual journeys, because God is calling us. Our ancestors are calling us. What is it? Hit the buzzer, let her and light our light up. Say, we here, we here. It's not pretty, but this is the times. We are in the times where it's time to start getting our armor of God on. And when I talk about God, I'm talking about all cultures, because there is a main God, and then there's other gods and other gods and deities, you know what I'm saying? So when I say God, I'm saying God. I'm talking about Odin. I'm talking about Shiva. You know what I'm saying? Because when I meditate, I see Shiva a lot. And I'm not Hindu. So, or I don't practice Hindu. So that's why I'm saying, that's why I was saying, we're all connected. We're all connected. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else, and Christians, being a Christian, that locks you up. I think that religion is meant to lock people up from their gifts. We'll give you a little bit with the Holy Bible, but that's about it. You can't know no more. And I'm not saying being Christian, but I said their methods and their traditions, right? You can only worship one God. Muslim and even Judaism. I'm not telling you to turn away from the religion, but some of those traditions and rituals are just not current. Because best believe somebody who could be a total Christian, 100% Christian in the Bible, if you done tapped into their past life, or you done tapped into their ancestry, best believe there's probably something else on there. It's probably going to be something else on there, like, Viking blood, Nigerian blood, and chances are, if you have that Viking blood, then you have a gift. You have to tap into your ancestry. Your ancestry is very, very important. And a lot of people don't trust to use 23andMe and Ancestry. I mean, we can't sit here and be scared no more, because being scared is not going to help us. Being in fear is not going to help us do what we need to do. You know, what is that one song by Sam Henson is, it ain't too high to touch, it ain't too deep to fall. Faith won't pay the bills, but doubt won't save us all. That's Sam Henson. And the song is called Doubt. You know, that's exactly what it is. Doubt is not going to save us all. Being scared is not going to save you. Being fearful is not going to save you. And being locked up with one religion ain't going to save you. So take heed.